Today, we are going to learn about fractions on a number line. I bet you didn't know that you could look at fractions on a number line. I bet you didn't think, hey, fractions could actually be on a number line, because you probably have only seen fractions in circles looking like a pie or a pizza. You have probably seen a circle like this, and you would say, oh, this is 1/4, because there's only one thing out of the four that has been shaded. But guess what? You can actually find or represent or locate a fraction on a number line. Now, these are examples of fractions right here. We have 1/4, 2/3, 3/6, and 4/5. These are all examples of fractions. And guess what? I'm going to show you today how each of these fractions can be represented on a number line. Are you ready? So let's look for 1/4. One thing about fractions on a number line is that you can have a fraction on a number line and it can be divided into any number of equal parts. So I'm going to write that. Any number of equal parts. Now, what does that mean? So, as I said, we are going to go through each of these fractions and see how they can be represented on a number line. So, the first number line I'm going to draw is I'm going to draw a number line to represent a fourth. How would I do that? Well, similar to one of these, where it has 4 parts, I would have to ensure that my number line has 4 parts. How do I do that? By dividing my number line into 4 equal parts. 1, 2, 3. You may wonder, why did she put 3 lines if she needs 4? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. I only needed 3 lines to have my 4 parts. Now, this is a 0 here, and this is a 1, because in between my 0 and 1, that's where I can find my fractions. As you get older, you learn how to represent mixed fractions and so on. For now, we're only doing this as an example. So I'm going to show you what 1/4 looks like. So let's count. From here to here would be 1/4. From here to here would be 2/4. From here to here would be 3/4. And from here to here would be 4/4. Do you realize what's happening right there? This represents the whole. Right here is what is being represented for 1/4. So let's look at this again. In order for me to have my fourths, I needed to have 4 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. How was I able to represent my fraction? By counting. This is 1/4, this is 2/4, this is 3/4, and now this is 4/4, also known as a whole. Basically, what it's saying is this entire thing is 1. Now let's try to represent 2/3, because we've done 1/4, check. Now we're going to do 2/3. So, how do we do that? How do we do 2/3? Well, similar to what we did with the fourth, we're going to represent 2/3. This 3 represents or tells me that there are 3 parts to this whole. 3 parts, so that means I need 3 equal parts. 1, 2. Once again, I only need 1 less. So here I have 1, 2, 3 equal parts. My 0, my 1 here. And now I'm able to identify or represent my fractions on this number line, all by thirds. So from here to here, this is only 1/3. From here to here would be 2/3. If you notice, it's just counting 1, 2, 1, 2. And then from here to here, From here to here, now we have 3/3, the entire thing. Now why? This is why we have one whole. 3 out of 3 has accounted for the entire whole. Now where can we locate 2/3 on this number line? Is this 2/3? No. Is this 2/3? Yes, it is. So this is how we were able to represent and show where 2/3 can be found on a number line. Notice only 2/3, only the thirds can be found on this number line. We can't find fifths, we can't find sixths, we can't find halves because we only have 3 equal parts. Now let's try finding 3/6 on a number line or representing 3/6 on a number line. 3/6. How do we do that? How do we do that? Well, because we have 6 equal parts, so I would need my 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost made it. So let's see if I have 6 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we're going to try to find 3/6 on this number line. I wonder if I just said, okay, well, I know according to what we've been doing, this would be 1/6, 2/6, 3/6. Let me see if I continue, if I would get 6/6 here. 4/6, 5/6, 6/6. 4/6, 5/6, and 6/6. Sounds strange, doesn't it? But this is the whole. And I could go back here, 1/6, 2/6. And this is how we are able to represent 3/6 on a number line. Why? There are 6 parts. Could we find 2/5 here? Absolutely not, because this is in sixths. And lastly, let us do 4/5. 4/5, and I'm positive you all already know what to do. 4/5. Here is our number line. Between 0 and 1, we have our fractions. Fifths, that means I need 5 equal parts. 5 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you may never be asked to do your number line yourself. You may be asked to find your fraction for your number line. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this would be 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, and 5/5, right there. Do you notice? Once again, both the numerator and the denominator are the same number because that represents the whole. It's 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5 candies that I ate. 5 out of 5 candies that you ate. 5 out of 5 slices of pizza that you ate. You had the whole pizza. That's what this means. So where is 4/5 on this number line? Is it here? No, no, no. Yes, this is where it is. This is how we were able to represent 4/5 on the number line. What if you were asked to tell about where the numbers are on this number line? What if you were asked, what fraction does A represent? What fraction does A represent? Well, the first thing you need to do is try to look for the denominator, the whole. How do you do this? Counting our spaces or our parts. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we know we have 4 parts to our whole, 4 equal parts. And now we can go ahead and label. This would be 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, and 4/4. What does A represent? A represents 2/4. And that is how we find fractions on a number line. That is how we represent fractions on a number line. That is how we locate fractions on a number line. And as you get older, you will get more advanced with this. I hope this video was very helpful. Practice your own fractions on a number line, and I hope you come back to watch more of these educational videos.